Well, to the share market, and what a difference a day makes, with a big recovery in resources driving the best session in 5 months. I spoke earlier to Marcus Padley at Marcus Today. Marcus Padley, it seems there was more than just a dead cat in this bounce.
Well, no, I think it could be just a dead cat, actually, Tiki. Market up 73 points, having fallen 200 in the past couple of days. The market doesn't like, or people don't like this sort of volatility, it has to be said. But it is all in resources. Resources sector has been down about 22%, and the market itself is only down about 6% in the recent fall, and banks down 4%, industrials down 3%. So it really is resources volatility and recovery today.
All right, well, now the Reserve Bank's latest interest rate decision for the year was expected to be no change. But anything interesting for investors there?
The surprising bit was that there was no surprise, because they'd made some comments last week that they're prepared to cut interest rates if they have to. So people thought they might temper their language about interest rates in this meeting, but they didn't do that at all. They basically repeated the last statement. And so some brokers were beginning to expect no rise in interest rates next year, and some were beginning to expect a cut. The future's discounting a bit of a cut next year, but that sort of evaporated a bit today.
Now, Marcus, we're expecting to see the final report of the Financial Systems Inquiry on Friday. Wondering what's happening with bank stocks?
Yes, the Murray inquiry handed down on Friday, and there are going to be lots of bits in it, but the most interesting bit for the banks is about capital requirements, whether they'll be required to put in more capital. And the suggestion is the sort of spooky broker story today, which had words like dividend interruption as a little catchphrase, was that this is a moment of risk for the bank sector. There aren't a lot of moments of a risk, so give us an order selling your banks and get out of them for the weekend. I don't think investors will really be taken by that, but it's obviously a moment of focus for the banks.
Finally, more questions surrounding that education group Vocation, just a year after its market listing.
And it's down 80% since they lost their Victorian government funding. This is the company that's been accused of doing the tick and flick on approving students and giving them qualifications for entry into university. And they are now telling us they're reviewing their 2015 financials, which has to be 80% chance of a downgrade when they come back on Thursday versus 20% chance of good news.
That's quite a story. Marcus Padley, thank you very much for all your pithy views during the year. Happy Christmas.
It has been my deep pleasure, Tiki, and happy Christmas to you as well.